There we go. Okay, so here on the right we have Jeoshy's team, which consists of 2 frigates known as the Pierce and Burn. Let's be using 4 turreted missiles along with 2 triple APS guns. He has his little sons, which are the monitors, which are using 3 double missile launchers. And he has 3 of those. And he is Lend-Leasing my cargo ship. This by no means gives him an advantage, it's actually more of a hindrance. Over here, we have the USS Moines and his ships. First, we have his monitor known as the Albany. It seems to be sporting a single double-barreled turret, along with a lot of 30mm autocannon CWIS. His frigates, known as the, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Archaea, has a, I think this is a 500mm, or close to it at least, railgun, and a small sextuple barrel CWIS, and a small 30mm CWIS. And then he has his own little cargo ship with a lot of little 30mm CWIS on it. And with that, let's begin. It appears that the Pierce and Burns are using harpoon missiles. Not sure how good those are going to be. Hold on, I forgot to reset my... There we go. There we go. Now the damage run is smoother. Oh, the ship has been harpooned. And it looks to be severely affecting its ability to stay upright. Though it looks like they haven't taken much in the way of damage. Little sons are just cruising along. How are these guys doing? Not much in the ways of damage either. A little bit of the turret taken off. Looks like some of these missiles don't want to fire, or at least don't want to aim. Looks like the little suns are struggling to get going. Meanwhile, the Voyager is all the way over there. Is he? And, yeah. Those harpoon missiles aren't accomplishing very much. You might be slowing some of the ships down, but... oh, okay. The main turret was popped off the... their Archaea. Looks like it was only a 1x1 neck, so it probably got sniped by HE and blown off. Looks like the Sea Whiz has also been damaged because it's no longer firing. How's the other one doing? Ooh, the cargo ship is dangerously close. And it looks like harpoon missiles are headed straight for it. And it has been harpooned by both ships. Ooh, and as you can see, it is being dragged towards them. This is very dangerous for Des Moines. If Des Moines loses their cargo ship, then that's 50% of their entire team gone. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, the cargo ship is unable to fight back against the sheer power behind those harpoons. Oh, and it looks like both Archaeas have run out of materials. Though they're still able to move. They must be RTG powered, I'm assuming. Because they're still capable of movement from the looks of it. Or at the very least, battery powered. Oh, there goes the Sea Whiz on that one. All the little suns have run out of materials. Meaning they're not doing much anymore. The Monitor is still alive, amazingly. Oh, well, that sucks. There goes all the main guns of every ship on its fleet. Now Des Moines is completely at the mercy of Jeoshy's fleet. Though it does seem like, because of the sheer amount of power behind the wenches, these ships are struggling to move. The cargo ship is just getting pummeled. Meanwhile, the little suns are still dead in the water, while the frigates and monitors aren't able to do much. Oh, they got close enough for the Voyager to fire, it seems. So it's getting a little bit of light AA damage. It's not much, but yeah, it looks to be doing absolutely nothing. Seems like they've disengaged the cargo ship. That's very lucky for Des Moines, though it is still harpooned. And it's about to be stretched both ways, it seems. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, the harpoons are just latching on to more and more ships. We have harpoons on that ship, harpoons on the cargo ship, and another harpoon about to latch onto this ship right here. And there we go. Yet another harpoon lock. This is strange. And yeah, it does seem like the timer is lagging behind a bit because the 10-minute timer I started at the beginning of the match is at 40 seconds left, while the timer in game still says 3 minutes. Welcome, Nunner Chat. And there goes the end of the first round. This looks to be a win in the first round for Jeoshy. Des Moines sadly lost almost all of his weaponry pretty early on into the match. Now then, I'm going to start calculating. So, for Des Moines, we have 86.8, 87.6, 81.7 for his escort fleet, and 78.9 for his cargo fleet, giving him a score of 82.1. For Jeoshy, we have 97.5, 91.9, 97.2, 98.3, 98 for his escort fleet, and 100 for his cargo ship, giving him a score of 98.29.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome, Aperture. I'm going to mute you on... Oh, it's the Monitor Mayhem. I'm going to mute you on my end so you can chat with the others freely. So the first round is a win for Jeoshy with 98.29 to 82.13. Let's get this other battle started. Alright. Let me spawn these in so I can orient myself. Alright. Let's begin. Some early shots from Moines, seemingly targeting the little suns. Either that or they've all managed to hit themselves for the same amount of damage, which it seems like they have. In fact, yes, it looks like they all hit themselves for the same amount of damage. Oh, there goes the radar. Did those harpoons connect yet again? Nope. Does not seem like it. Looks like they were too far away. Ooh. Oh. Apparently I missed this, but the Archaea... Oh! Hold up! More important, one of the Pierce and Burns got despawned. Must have been an AI snipe. It's like, I look away when all the important stuff happens. Turret gets popped off, I get distracted, and then the ship despawns. Awesome, I completely missed it too. This round is going very different for Jeoshy. Harpoon missiles are out again. And it seems they got shot out of the air by the Sea Whiz. Pierce and Burn seems to be doing well, but the little suns are still struggling to get up to speed because they won't stop doing that little wiggle. Harpoon missiles miss again, and then latch on. That might actually flip the ship. It clearly wants to flip it, but not quite. This ship is heavily listing, which is probably due to it turning. How is the Voyager doing? The Voyager is perfectly fine. Meanwhile, Moines' cargo ship is dangerously close to the Pierce and Burn. Though it does seem like the Pierce and Burn prefers to target bigger enemies. Oh, this ship is capsizing. And it is being dragged towards the Pierce and Burn, while also being bombarded by missiles. 2 more Harpoon missiles have come out. though they seem to have swapped targets and then missed. The little sun is not sure if it's targeting the Archaea or the cargo ship. Those missiles don't seem to be able to turn fast enough. The Archaea has managed to right itself, but it has completely lost all fighting capability. Meanwhile, the Albany seems to still be working at full capacity. Where's the other one? This Archaea is sticking at range, which is probably the best idea for it. As the moment it gets close, it gets harpooned, which ruins its day. It seems to be targeting the little sun now, which is probably the better idea. Though now it's turned away, so its main gun can no longer fire at it. The cargo ship seems to be dead in the water. And right as I say that, it starts moving, of course. I just realized I server muted and server deafened myself. That is hilarious. Sorry, guys. Where was I? Great, I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, cargo ship. The cargo ship is currently being bombarded by the little sun, which, if the little sun would sit still, it would likely be able to shoot better. It would also likely benefit from being a front-sider rather than a broad-sider. Anyways, back over here to the main battle. The Pierce and Burn is still plugging away at the corpse of the Archaea. Oh, there goes the turret armor for the cap. It's a good thing it's not targeting the monitor, so the monitor can freely shoot away at the only main threat in this entire tournament. Well, not tournament, but this battle. Which, if we check for damage, there's a few holes here and there, but nothing significant. Though it does seem to be sinking towards the rear half. Harpoon missile away. Though it seems to already have quite a few harpoons attached. It doesn't really need another. And if we head back over here, three little suns are focusing down the cargo ship, which is very bad. There's currently, yeah, that the center part of the ship has been shredded. Though there does seem to be a bit of friendly fire here and there. Both of the Archaeas have run out of materials, which leaves them dead in the water, not that they were contributing much anyways at the moment. So it just slowly gets dragged towards the pierce and burn as it continues to get pelted. Meanwhile, that's the Voyager. Where's the other Archaea? Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, it's too... Oh! And there goes the end of that. We have to stop it there. Thankfully, the timer didn't fall behind too much this time around. But this battle went a lot different than the previous one. This time around, on the Moines side, we have 93.9, 94.2, 76.2 for the escort fleet, 82.9 for the cargo fleet. Giving Des Moines a score of 85.5. For Jeoshy, we have 93, 0, 92.9, 90.2, 90 and 95.3 for the escort fleet, and 100 once again for the cargo fleet, giving Jeoshy a score of 87.14. Much worse this time around. Des Moines performed a bit better, but still ultimately lost that round. And on we go to the final round. Let's go over here this time around. Those missiles went straight into the water and seemed to have despawned. Okay. Ooh. Did something get blown off over here? Nope, just light AA fire from the cargo ship. Nothing significant. You accidentally, well, Aperture accidentally deafened himself. If the Moines fleet can AI dead both Pierce and Burns, they have a solid shot at winning this. They've shown that they could do it. Well, There goes the main turret once again on the Archaea. Yeah, without those main turrets, the Archaeas really can't do much else. And then it's just a matter of time before the fleet gets whittled down. There go the harpoon missiles once again. Up, and there goes the main turret on the other Archaea. That's too bad. And has been latched onto by 4 harpoons, it seems. Which is not a good thing. And it's clearly being dragged. Though it's trying to fight it as best as it can. Little sun getting really close to what's left of the other Archaea. Where is the Albany? Albany. That is a good question. Oh, there it is. Yeah, if these ships would focus down the smaller guys, they'd have a much better chance at winning, because they're quite fragile. They're mostly made of alloy. In fact, I'm almost certain they're entirely made of alloy. Yeah, just alloy with all of the important components in that little compartment right there. One good hit and the entire ship would despawn. Oh, both the Archaeas and the Little Suns have run out of materials. Leaving only the Pierce and Burns, the cargo ships, and the Albany. Oh, it looks like the Pierce and Burn has managed to drag the Archaea into the enemy's cargo ship, which is not good because it causes collision damage as well as both of them to get dragged. Though it might drag itself into them, which is also not a good thing, as that creates more lag. And we all know lag is not very fun. This in itself is already causing quite a bit of lag. Anyways, there's the Archaea still. Here's the Albany. Yeah, it seems like the second round was just a fluke. A lucky shot on the Pierce and Burn. Oh, it appears that one of the propellers got disabled, though it is still somehow spinning. I'm guessing there's differential thrust on this ship, because one of the propellers weren't spinning. Pierce and Burns firing away. And one of the Archaeas is getting dangerously low. Ooh, hold up. Voyager. Voyager has gotten DQ points. That means it is dangerously close to being out of range. If it can't get back within range of an enemy ship and starts DQing once again, it'll be despawned. Thankfully, since it has turned back towards the enemy, it is not gaining any more DQ points. The cargo ship has managed to dislodge itself from the other ship, though the Archaea is being dismantled. Almost the entire deck is gone, and a lot of the deck armor too. The boiler room is exposed as well. Here we see the spider web. Yeah, at this point, these ships are practically just dragging this one with it. Or this one might be dragging them with it. I'm not entirely sure anymore. In fact, it might actually be dragging the Pierce and Burn with it, as it looks to be fighting against it. Harpoons can be a double-edged sword. You are attached to your opponent, after all. Oh, both Pierce and Burns might be forced to collide. We have about a minute and a half left in the battle. Oh, the Archaea is sinking. This is the first time we've had a ship actually sink in this tournament. I have it set up so that way when a ship is sinking, after 30 seconds it will then despawn, unless it can get back up to the right height, which, nope, and there goes the nuke. So with that, we have 30 seconds left in the battle, and now the cargo ship is being focused. And that's the end of the battle. In the end, it's an overwhelming victory for Jeoshy. Sadly, Des Moines' ships did not perform as well as most people expected. Jeoshy will be moving on to the next round. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode.